Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I just uploaded a video where the biggest victim on this planet, United States of America, which it happens to be the strongest country on this planet, militarily, financially, and economically, cries that it is always the victim. United States everybody wants something from them and attack them. They react to everybody else's attacks. Well, it's a very funny video because, I don't know, whenever you met something like this in your real life, having the strongest guy being always attacked by weak people, knowing that the weak people are going to get it. I've never seen this unless the people were just crazy. So now we have, again, the United States of America, the U.S. Defense Secretary, Lloyd Austin. And he's going to make an argument that where I come from, and I'm guessing where you guys come from, in our civilization, such claims would have been ridiculed. And the guy would have been sent back to wherever to care for pigs or care for cattle or something like that, without insult to anybody. But Lloyd Austin is of that level. But he makes a claim directed to China that we are supposed to not laugh. You know, the emperor has no clothes. Well, that's exactly what we are supposed to play. We are not supposed to say, hey, this guy is a tard. This guy is below 86 clearly. But we're not supposed to ridicule him and point it out to him with evidence and logic and intelligence. But I think I will do this right now. So let's look at this little article. This little article comes from CNN, if you can believe that. But anyway, if it helps me, I will use them. U.S. Defense Secretary, this guy, says ongoing lack of communication with China could lead to incident that could spiral out of control. So Defense Austin said it was unfortunate China declined a U.S. offer to speak at a defense summit this week in Singapore, and that the ongoing lack of communication could result in an, I'm quoting, incident that could very, very quickly spiral out of control. So, let me explain what happened here. China is surrounded by U.S. troops. U.S. troops is not surrounded, U.S. troops. USA is not surrounded by Chinese troops. So obviously you already have someone really putting pressure on someone else, which is the United States, on China. Try to contain. So they decided that they need to contain China. China didn't decide that they need to contain USA. So already you see who's the aggressor here. However you want to take it, put yourself in China's shoes. You're alone in your little house in a neighborhood, and you have a neighbor somewhere not even nearby, not a close neighbor, someone from, I don't know, 3 subdivisions away from you, across, I know, some ponds and all that. He comes and brings his troops around you to contain you from doing something to the neighbors, because the neighbors somehow are weasels and their pussy hurts and they can't do anything about it. You know, South Korea and Japan. And if you want to put Taiwan in that, let's put Taiwan in that. And you're supposed to say, hey, it's okay. I'm the bad dude because they say so. So yes, you're okay here, guys. Everybody around my property, you're just fine. And I'm China, I'm you. All right, so we understand that one. So these guys bring their forces here, do all kind of military drills around in the South China Sea, not South US Sea yet. Okay, South China Sea. They do all kind of drills, weapons, aviation, boats, submarines, all that, and they're over there. China should feel okay. Should just look at it and change channel, like a TV. Hey, they're over there. Now it's in Japan, South Korea. Now it's Taiwan. Now it's South China Sea. Now it's the Sea of Japan. Now it's in my neighborhood. Now it's here. Now I'm not. That's how China is supposed to react. But China said, hey, buddy, no, you have to back off and treat me as an equal. And there were some little other incidents in the meantime, and China decided not to talk to these guys anymore. Who is in whose neighborhood? I want to start with. You are in my neighborhood. So that means you, unless you say you're good and I'm bad for whatever reasons, then that's the only justification you have to be here. But I don't think you're good coming here and doing all those drills around my country. That's a provocation. So I don't want to talk to you. Now, I don't want to talk to you, and Lloyd says, because you don't want to talk to me, he starts history wherever it burns him. You don't want to talk to me. Things can spiral up in a conflict or something, so you better talk to me. Let me tell you this. This is like this. Let's say it's my wife and I go and, let's say, screw up, go around and around. And then after that, I come home and he asks me, whoa, you did over there and you screwed up. I know, I found that, this is the evidence, blah, 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 blah. And while she says that, and I'm Austin, I say, hey, honey, you know, this can, right now you're escalating the whole conversation to another level, okay? So this can spiral up on something that we don't want. And my wife is supposed to say, okay, Emil, I'm not going to press you on anything anymore. And you know what? I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Or she's upset with me. She doesn't talk to me. And I go and say, hey, if you don't talk to me, this thing is going to be spiraled up into something uncontrollable. That's how these guys are acting. So I come home, she's upset with me, and I tell her, if you don't talk to me, all these things can turn into something real bad. Really? That's how I see it. You tell me how you see it. Or the other way around, when she tries to challenge you, you say, hey, your tone, honey. Your tone can escalate this to an unwanted consequence. What? You with my tone. What did you do over there? And what did you do over there? You know what? You compare my tone, which is definitely justified to smack you in the head with a pen. You know what I mean? Honey, let's be civil. This could spiral up. You were around in your neighborhood. What are you talking about? So this is Lloyd Austin, who tells China that somehow China, because China doesn't want to talk to United States for these kind of reasons, is the bad guy. And tells the world, hey China, things can spiral up into certain things we don't want. Well, why don't you take your troops away? Your BS. That's the escalation right there. I'm not talking to you and you call that one can spiral up, but your troops around me, no, we're just fine. That's like, I don't know, goes without saying. By default, you're supposed to, like we're married or something. But we married on like this, because if I bring my troops next to your country, then you're gonna never hear the end of it. So, yeah, this is, in my civilization, this should be called like this. Shut the fuck up, Austin. You're a female, leave. But no, he's taken seriously. And the article goes on and on and on. But the whole point is you are here. That's the whole thing. However you want to take it. I'm defending Gigi, Mikey, Tony, and whatever. However you want. I can say the same thing. I'm going to defend Cuba. I'm going to defend Nicaragua. I'm going to defend Mexico against you. Who appointed you as being the global defender here? The same guy who appointed you. Anyway, this is it, my friends. So I thought it was funny. And not funny, ridiculous, because you have this guy who should be caring for pigs or cattle somewhere in the fields. He's the defense secretary of the strongest, biggest country, a strong country in the world, militarily. This guy. Everything is upside down, my friends. The crazies are in the charge of the crazy asylum. They say different mental institution and all that. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.